Yeah, I think we are on, Prem.
Yeah. Let's see where it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Transactions. And I hope that you know that every Tuesday and every Thursday we will be live streaming this at 8:30. About the vacation, Christmas vacation ആവാറായല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ട് അതിന്റെ ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു ഈ വ്യാഴാഴ്ച ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ തുറക്കുന്നതോടുകൂടെ പിന്നെ കണ്ടിന്യൂസ് ആയിട്ട് we will be continuing this. So good evening to everyone in Rajiv, good evening Shivagami, Mithun baby, Tasneem, Vishnupriya, കുറെ പേര് എല്ലാവരോടും ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ് പറയാനുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ അതിന് തൊട്ട് മുമ്പ് ഇന്ന് we are going to discuss sounds. അപ്പൊ സൗണ്ട്സ് എത്ര എണ്ണം ഉണ്ടെന്ന് അറിയാലോ? There are 44 of them. പിന്നെ sounds are divided into vowels and consonants. അതിൽ vowels എത്ര എണ്ണം ഉണ്ട്? Let's see, vowels എത്ര എണ്ണം ഉണ്ട്? ആദ്യത്തെ ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു ക്വിസ്. എത്ര vowels, എത്ര consonants? Good evening everyone. എത്ര vowels, എത്ര consonants? എല്ലാവരും ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. എന്നാലും സ്റ്റിൽ എത്ര vowels, എത്ര consonants?
Yeah, they never expected a question right away.
In the beginning itself. Oh, yeah. Good. Vishnupriya has started. 20. Good. And the consonants also will be coming soon. 20. Rajiv, good. Vishnupriya, Shivashri. Good. So it's 20 and 24 consonants. Okay. Thank you for your answers. And adepole vowels are further subdivided into monophthongs or pure vowels and diphthongs. അപ്പൊ ഒരു ചോദ്യം കൂടി, monophthongs എത്ര എണ്ണം ഉണ്ട്, diphthongs എത്ര ഉണ്ട്? monophthongs എത്ര ഉണ്ട്, diphthongs എത്ര എണ്ണം ഉണ്ട്? ഓ, ആൻസേഴ്സ് ഒക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ വന്നുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇവര് കുട്ടികൾ നല്ല സ്മാർട്ട് ആണല്ലോ പ്രശാന്ത്. യെസ്. അപ്പൊ വീണ്ടും ശിവഗാമി, ഫാത്തിമ, ആനന്ദ്, അശ്വന്ത്, all excellent. മറ്റേ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വരുന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഐ മീൻ നിങ്ങളുടെ യൂട്യൂബിൽ ചെറിയൊരു ഡിലേ വരുന്നുണ്ട്. ബട്ട് ആൻഡ് പ്യൂർ vowels will be 12. Rajiv, excellent. Vishnupriya, and 8 diphthongs. Excellent, Rajiv. Mithun baby, Adira, good. Adira is from SNDP Koilandi. Okay, so ഇതാണ് എനിക്ക് പറയാനുള്ളത്. So today what we are going to do is, we are going to learn a little about the pure vowels. This particular session will be taken. Adinu mumbu Prashant sir oru cheriyoru introduction കഴിഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ I will start with the video. Over to you, Prashant.
Yeah, good evening everybody. A warm welcome back to our English Skills One. You need to remember that we are giving this online support to you on Tuesdays and Thursdays initially. And it has been decided that we do transactions on Tuesdays and ways with words on Thursdays. So keep yourself informed and inform your friends and others, because this particular chance you will not get it again. Of course, the YouTube video will be available, but doing a live interaction with us, you can never do it later when you actually watch the YouTube. It is one-sided. But when you interact live, you will be refreshed and you will be asked questions, and you can check whether your knowledge is updated, whether you have the right answers. Of course, as being a student, you can always give wrong answers as well. Nothing wrong in that. And we also appreciate both right and wrong answers, because our intention is to make you come to the right answer at the right time when you take the examination. So initially you can all go wrong, nothing wrong in that. But I'm very happy that many of you have already done this. Many of you have already done this in respective colleges, and many of you are giving the right answers. And for those who have never attempted an answer, I need to tell them two things. One, you need to answer. It doesn't matter whether you are first, second, or third, because in the university examination, it doesn't matter whether you answer first or whether you answer second, because you have to write it on a paper. So majority will think that what is the point in me answering when all others have already answered. But your name, at times we may read, at times we may not read, but still you know that you have the right answer. So it is a privilege for you in this platform to give answers. So keep answering as far as you can, and don't think about the first, second, etc. Because we may appreciate the first, but of course, even if we don't appreciate, you can appreciate yourself always because you know the answers. Then point number two, this is also a learning practice. So what we do now, I mean, we just made an introductory or in introduction comments, and now we just asked you a few questions. Now at the end of the session, once the class is over, we will again put you back into the track of questions and answers. And these questions that we actually ask you, or maybe me showing a slide, this will be posted in our website, English Skills One, once it is completed. Meanwhile, we can also take screenshots. And I always advise my students that you even either weekly or even a monthly wise is okay. You just take first module, try to answer all the questions, and if you go wrong somewhere, you just go back to the text, read that, update yourself, and answer the question again. So if you know all the questions, you need not update because you have the right kind of attitude, the right kind of a knowledge. So listen the video carefully, and I'll be back with you for the Q&A, question and answer session. Thank you for watching. And I too also watch my channel on my mobile. We have right now 75 people watching. Normally we get a viewership around 2,000 to 3,000, when at times even 5,000 as well. But you are the privileged lot who can actually watch it very much live. Thank you. Over to Prem.
Thank you, Prashant, Dr. Prashant. And some doubts have come. Our doubts clear. The first one is how to get the app English Skills One. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share that with you. Share screen. What I will be doing is just give me 1 minute, and then English Skills One so that you will know how easy it is. When you just go to a browser, any browser that you have, even if it is Chrome or even if it is Safari, depending on your system, Android or Apple. This is the screen that you get when you type www.englishskillsone.com. www.englishskillsone.com.
And this is the first page.
Yeah, this is the page. The laptop spread out. Purple button, blue button, and 4 squares. These squares.
On a mobile, you watch everything simultaneous.
Yeah, you find all this together. For you, the most important button will be the second button. The second button is General English. General English, automatically you get the different textbooks of each semester from now on. The first semester, the present text transactions and ways with words. This transactions and ways with words populate videos automatically load. For example, transactions video already question notes in the Calicut University notes and SD notes are automatically. Immediate phonetic chart. In the pure vowels, consonants, monophthongs, diphthongs. Automatically, you will be able to get the video recording and you will be able to hear it. Christian College Saigita ma'am, record so you can play that and you will be able to hear her in her voice and you will be able to pronounce with her. Okay, just before that, in the video, let's listen to the questions, and this you can always do. This is home screen item, save it so that you will be able to watch it at any point of time. EnglishSkillsOne.com. This is the browser type ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ automatically it will come add to home screen yes or no. Add ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചാൽ മതി. So that's one question. I think the other questions will be thank you to all once more for joining in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video so that you can listen to the video on pure vowels. This is for about 17 minutes. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നമുക്ക് തിരിച്ചു വന്നിട്ട് questions നമുക്ക് answer ചെയ്യാം. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, Prem, just one more thing I would like to add is that when the teacher pronounces, you try imitating the pronunciation, and also try to read all the words that we give as examples in the same manner as the teacher pronounces. Thank you, Prem.
ഇതില് പ്രശാന്ത് സാർ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ you have to speak out loud. ഉറക്കെ ഇത് പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്താൽ മാത്രമേ ഈ ഒരു എന്താ പറയണ്ടേ we will be able to better our speaking skills. Okay?
We are going to discuss the vowel sounds of English language. That is again a topic that comes in the first module, pronunciation. Let us see the definition of vowels. Vowels are sounds during the production of which air escapes through the mouth freely and continuously without any audible friction. So, we must realize that while producing vowel sounds, there will be no friction. The air that comes out from the lungs will escape only through the mouth. So this lung air will come out through the mouth, and that too without audible friction. So why is there no friction when the lung air comes out through the mouth? That is because we have discussed in the earlier classes about the speech mechanism and the airstream mechanism, as well as the organs of speech. While uttering certain sounds, supposing the sound ch as in church, the first sound in the word church, the ch sound. What happens when you say the ch sound? You can feel friction in your mouth. Just try saying the sound ah. Just open your mouth and say the sound ah. Then you say the sound ch, as in church, ch. So try saying these sounds one after the other. That is ch, ah, ch, ah. If you observe the opening of your mouth, if you observe the vocal tract, or if you observe the organs in the mouth, you will understand that when you say the ch sound, the organs, the tongue moves towards the roof of the mouth, all right, and then towards the front part, and then there is friction. We can actually feel the friction when you say the sound ch. It is ch, the slow release of the lung air. We can feel the friction. Whereas when you say the sound ah, ah, the tongue is sufficiently distanced from the roof of the mouth. There is space for the air, the lung air, to escape through the mouth without any friction. So, ah is an example for vowel sounds. So, what is its feature? Feature of a vowel sound. The air, that is the lung air, the air that is expelled from the lungs, will escape through the mouth freely and continuously without any friction. No friction, as there is sufficient gap between the active and passive articulators for the air to escape freely. So active and passive articulators refer to the organs in the mouth, the speech organs. Okay? Active means the organ that can move, that is the tongue. Passive articulators can involve our upper teeth as well as the roof of the mouth, which are fixed. All right? So between the tongue, which is active, and between the tongue and the roof of the mouth, there is sufficient gap for the air to come out without causing friction. So when a sound is produced in this manner, that sound can be called as a vowel sound. On the whole, we know that there are 44 sounds in English. Out of these 44 sounds in English, 20 of them are vowel sounds. These 20 vowel sounds are classified into 12 pure vowels and 8 diphthongs. 12 pure vowels and 8 diphthongs combined together or constitute the 20 vowel sounds of English language. Pure vowels are also called as monophthongs, and they consist of a single sound. You'll understand this when we elaborate each of the sounds in detail. So, we call them as pure or we call them as monophthongs. See, in the word monophthongs, we have this mono. Mono means what? Single. One. Single. Mono. Mono act. You might have heard that word. Mono act. Right? So, mono means single. So, pure vowels or monophthongs consist of a single sound, a single phoneme. Whereas diphthongs are a combination of two vowel sounds. Diphthongs, di means two, di, two. So mono means one, di means two. So we have monophthongs referring to a single vowel sound, and diphthongs are a combination of two vowel sounds. When we look into the sounds, you will understand this better. There are 12 pure vowels in English. We are going to see which are those 12 pure vowel sounds. Yes, now you can see a chart. These are the phonetic symbols representing the 12 pure vowel sounds of the English language. I'll just read the sounds first along with the example. The first sound, it is marked like a small I and it has got two dots. The word sheep is the example, and the sound that is indicated by the symbol, phonetic symbol, is underlined in the alphabet of that word. The letters that correspond to the sound are underlined. So in the word sheep, E sound or double E indicates the sound E. So the first sound is E as in sheep. Second one is E as in ship. Third one, U as in good. U as in good. Next is U as in shoot. Next, E as in bed. Next, A as in teacher. Look at the last sound in the word teacher. The last letter is R, but in English language, when a word ends in the letter R, the R is silent. Right? The R is silent. So, it ends with the sound A, teacher. The last sound is Next one is bird. The sound in the word bird. Next is door. The r sound is silent. The last letter is silent in the word door. So it is o, door. Next, cats. A sound. Cats. Next one is up. That symbol represents the sound up, as in up. Next one is far. Even in this word, the last letter is silent. Okay, so last letter stands for the sound r, but it is a silent sound. So it becomes far, far, ah. The last one is on, O-N, on. So the last symbol stands for the sound O. Once again, E as in sheep, E as in ship, O as in good, O as in shoot, E as in bed, A as in teacher, as in bird, O as in door, A as in cat, A as in up, A as in far, O as in on. So these are the 12 pure vowel sounds in English. Alright, this is a chart, but I'll tell you how we actually write this. Now you can see the pure vowel sounds, all the 12 presented with different examples. I have also numbered it from 1 to 12. So when we write the sound, we must write it between two lines. Okay, in the previous slide, it is a chart that I have taken from the Google site. In that chart, the two lines are not marked. Okay, but it's a good chart that tells us, that shows us very clearly about the symbolic representation or how to write the symbolic notations or phonetic symbols of the 12 pure vowels. This is the correct format for writing. That is, when you write the sound should be put between two lines, slightly slanting lines. You can see all the sounds are marked in such a way. That is how we write a sound. So, the first sound is E, as in eat. Second, E, as in sit. Third is E, as in pet. Fourth is E, as in cat. Fifth one, A, as in part. Sixth one, O, as in hut. There are two symbols that are given there to indicate the sound O. Alright. The second one is the one that is commonly followed in dictionaries. Nowadays you can see this one, the O. The first one was how it was written earlier. Okay. So you can follow one. For convenience, you can follow the second one. Alright. O. Seventh one is O, as in caught. Eighth one, O, as in put. Ninth one, O, as in pool. 10th one, A, as in cut. 11th one, A, as in a girl. Last one, 12th one, as in bird. So these are the 12 pure vowel sounds of English language. It is a very essential for you to know these sounds along with the phonetic symbols. These are the phonetic symbols that we have seen in the IPA chart. Okay, it's very essential for you to learn all this. And a point to be kept in mind is, after a symbol, when you see two dots, as in the case of the first one, E, then we have the fifth one, A, seventh one, O, ninth one, U, the last one, So when you see two dots after the symbol, it indicates that these are long vowel sounds. Okay, you have to make it a little longer than the other sounds, because those two dots indicate that they are long vowel sounds. Let us make a comparison between the first and the second sound. The first sound is E. The word is eat. Second one is E, as in sit. I hope you have understood the difference between the two sounds. The first one is a long sound, that is eat. Second one is a short vowel sound, E, as in sit. So all those vowel sounds which has got two dots on its right side are long vowels. So these are called pure vowels again because we find that all these are single sounds. All these are single sounds. You start saying the sound and it ends with that same sound. E. You begin with E till that sound ends. There is no change in pronunciation. There is no another sound coming in. That is why they are called as pure vowels. That is the same reason why they are called as monophthongs, single sounds. Now we have a video on long and short vowel sounds. We shall watch it after this presentation. During the live class, we shall discuss that. The link will be sent to you as well. You can watch it at your convenience too. Thank you so much, dear ones. That is all for today.
Thank you for that wonderful class. And I would request you to watch it again. And you should also look into the video that they have mentioned. Nammude thaale description box il adu kaanam. And again, these are the vowels that the pure vowels that you need to repeat. ഞാൻ ഒന്നുകൂടി പറയാം. ഇത് വേറെ വേർഡ്സ് ആണ്. E as in pit, E as in feel, A as in ten, A as in cat, A as in arm, O as in pot, A as in jaw, U as in put, U as in zoo, A as in up, as in her, and as in again. ഇതേപോലെ ഡിഫ്തോങ്സും ഉണ്ട്. ഞാൻ അതിന്റെ രണ്ടിന്റെയും ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷൻ ലിങ്ക്സ് ഇട്ടുതരാം, so that you can practice along with Saigita ma'am and also the teacher that has just now pronounced this for you. So thank you very much, and over to you, Prashant sir. പ്രശാന്ത് സാറിന് ഓഡിയോ കിട്ടുന്നില്ല. കിട്ടിയിട്ടില്ല. It's still off. Yeah. No. Live about ചെറിയ program. Prashant sir is just trying to get the volume on. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ അതിനിടയിൽ ഞാൻ ആ diphthongs കൂടി കാണിക്കാം. Diphthongs ഇതേപോലെ pronunciation. അത് ശരി, അത് pronunciation ഞാനാണ്. ഇതൊരു 4 വർഷം മുമ്പ് ചെയ്തതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ ഇതേപോലെ a as in say, o as in goat, I as in 5, ow as in now, oi as in join, ear as in dear, air as in care, ur as in sure. ഇത് diphthongs ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ monophthongs, diphthongs, അതേപോലെ consonants ഉണ്ട്. Prashant sir, are you okay now?
Yeah, I am available.
Okay, over to you, Prashant sir.
Yeah. So hopefully you have all listened to the videos and also the sounds very carefully. Now it is my turn to put you into question and answer session to carry through to the next 10 minutes with question and answers. And what you see now is the first slide that we actually presented in the last class. And next slide, you have the questions that we actually discussed in the last class. And these are regulation questions. You can just, those who missed can just take a screenshot and try to answer the question. This is based on the earlier slide. Now we move to the next slide, and up to 17 questions were asked with respect to the earlier presentation that we had during the last week. And the questions numbering from 18 are the questions that belong to this particular session that we just finished. Now, the question begins from a very conventional question like define a vowel. So the easiest answer, because I don't want you to chat that long in YouTube. So I'll just tell you how to answer this question. So when you get a question like define vowel or what is a vowel or illustrate a vowel with an example, these are the different versions of the same question, right? When you define a vowel, you just need to say that vowels are sounds articulated. You take the second question, and second question is the answer to question 19 is the answer to question 18. So you now answer me the question 19, then I'll come back to the question 18. Vowels are sound produced without one word is missing in the mouth. This is the most important aspect. Now we can start typing the answers. Prem, have a look at it.
Yes, so question number 19, it's almost like fill in the blanks. Prashant sir ബാക്കി എല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു. Yes, okay, one answer has already come. We'll just wait for some more. Yes, so it's coming in. Yeah, Diana, Fatma Sana, Vishnupriya, Rais, Rajiv. Excellent. Jayalakshmi, friction. Nandana has gone one step further. Sounds produced with the production with air escapes. Everything is the good.
Now questions are, answers are coming, pouring in rather. That's exact answer. And this is your right on target, all of you. Yeah. So the question to 18 is vowels are sounds articulated without friction in the mouth. That is one way of answering it. There are many ways. We, as and when we progresses further with our presentations, we'll be redefining these answers later. So when we finish the first module, we'll be looking at these questions or the questions that needs some questions that need some redefinement. We will just be looking at these questions later. So the one way in which you need to answer the question is vowels are sounds produced without friction in the mouth. That exactly is the hitting on the bullseye, right? So you have the next question coming up. During the production of the vowel, this is also another definition. During the production of a vowel, the air escapes. I'm looking for two words. Air escapes, one word, and the next word. You can type. You can just put a comma and type the second one.
Yes, question number 20. Air
20.
escapes, two dashes. So it's just going to come in.
Yeah, Ansela has elaborately answered the question. Vowels are sounds during which air escapes. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Ansela, in fact, has actually tried to write the answering it early. Vishnupriya, Fatima, Dia,
Whatever Diana and
Dai-
Abhishek, active and passive now.
Diana has answered it active and passive. That is a bit off the mark.
I think the other one we will accept freely and continuously.
Yeah, freely and continuously. That seems to be the right answer.
About Diana and Abhishek, you need to, look
Yeah,
into
you
that.
just relocate yourself. Just look at this presentation once again. Yeah, freely and continuously. More answers coming in. Yeah, this is another definition for the vowel. During the production of the vowel, the air escapes freely and continuously without any friction in the mouth. That completes the answer, right? So vowel sounds are sounds articulated freely and continuously without any friction in the mouth. Okay, fine. Thank you everybody for answering Adira Shivagami, Nantana. Many of my students figure this. I'm happy that my students are, of course, following him, but I'm happy other students are also doing very well. Yeah. So we move to the next question. Next slide.
Okay, get ready for the next one.
There are some numbers we will be looking for. But I don't know whether university will ask this for a particular number, but you need to know about these numbers. You need this information when you take the paragraph questions later. Total number of vowel sounds, we were consistently asking that is 20. And pure vowels stands at 12, as all of you know. Now my question 23. Give an example of an active articulator. Active articulators are articulators that are mobile, movable. And passive articulators are articulators that are stationary. They cannot move. So you can give the example of 23. Example of an active articulator. Yeah. Yeah, Fatima, your answer is right. More answers come. Yeah. Ali, Nazira, Begum answered it right. Geet Amrita has also done it right. Yeah, now it is pouring in. I mean, beyond my capacity to read, so many answers are coming up. Aisha, Mohammed, Adira. Uh, yeah. Somebody even said 20. 20, I think, is the answer for question number 22. But I, in fact, asked the question number 23. Yeah. Abhishek, speech organs. I'm looking for a very specific answer, a specific organ. All these are speech organs, no doubt about that. Active and passive articulators are speech organs. But I'm looking for a very specific answer. Jomol has actually, you instead of 23, you answered 24. Yeah, tongue is the active articulator. I would have appreciated somebody writing a different answer. But maybe when we do consonants, I think we can look for more about passive and active articulators. Right? All right, thank you. And example of a passive articulator are articulators that are stationary, that do not move. Example of that.
24.
Yeah,
No.
24.
24.
Jomol has actually asked the question early itself.
Yes.
She was the early bird.
Question number 24.
Yeah.
I think some people are still coming with answer number 23.
Right.
I'll just
Yes, Rise, you are right. Rajiv. Rajiv, you need to be very specific. Instead of passive teeth, I think you need to write upper teeth. Fatima, Fatima is right. Ardra, Vishnupriya. Ardra, nasal cavity is not the articulator exactly. So it can be the roof of the mouth. Yeah, upper lip, fine. Teeth, mouth, teeth, Ashwant, Najad, Adira, Kartika, Jomur, yeah, Tasneem, Shivakami. Yeah, all answers are right. Passive articulator. Now we move to the next question, question 25, right? Yeah, Ansila. Now the next question is, during the articulation of a vowel, there is sufficient gap between the articulators for the air to escape freely. Say whether this is true or false. Freely and continuously. Question 25. It's a true or false question.
answers are coming in.
Then
True. Yes, Anjana Mol, Jayalakshmi, Vishnupriya, Fatma Sana.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Adra,
Rise.
Vishnupriya, Abe. Very good. Excellent. Nasira, Aisha, Gokul. Okay, so everybody, that's Prashant sir, not bad.
Yeah. I think they love true or false question because easy to type. Yeah, true. All are true. All true statement. Anand, Tasneem, Geeta, KM, Adira, Jomo, Ashwin, Shivakami, and Sila. All right. All answers right. Okay. And next question can be 26. Pure vowels are also called monophthongs. That we have already discussed. Mono meaning one. Diphthong. When you say diphthong, di meaning two. So it is the other way around. It is the other way around. So you need to understand that pure vowels are also called diphthongs. Now the question comes, what is a diphthong? So the answer can be diphthongs are sounds articulated by a vowel glide, with a vowel glide. We'll be elaborating this further in our next presentation, which is exclusively going to be on diphthongs. So I'll be coming back to this question a little later. And this is an earlier question, define a phoneme. That also is a question that we discussed last time. Phoneme is the smallest distinctive sound unit of the language. This is an important question. You need to mark this question, phoneme, very likely for the examination. It's a very basic question. Normally appears in all the undergraduate linguistic oriented papers. Now we move to the next set of questions. This is one of these questions will definitely figure in the examination, but we are not very sure which sound will be asked. One definitely a question that will be there to give you example. So how long? So my question 29 is a tricky question, which all of you might have noticed. But let me just check whether you have actually understood the slide. How are the long sounds distinguished from the short ones in symbolic representation? When they are used as symbols, how is the long sound categorized or marked differently from the short sounds?
Yes, the answers are coming in.
There is a special symbol used. Yeah, Danya, you are right.
Diana, Anand.
Yeah.
Anand has even put an emoji.
Not Danya, I just misspelled. Sorry for that. Yeah. Yeah. Easiest. Anand, you written right. Colon is the right word. Yeah, two dots is okay when you understand. But my point is whether you understand or not.
Yes.
But two dots are enough. Yeah, somebody even has put a colon.
Yes, you understand. Two dots means we also
The
understand.
length is indicated by a colon. It is not actually called a colon. But for you to understand it easily, we just describe it as a colon. Two dots are put in front of a symbol indicating the length, the longer length. And Vidya, during the session, has shown you two different symbols for the sound O. Earlier in the phonetics, when we, myself and Premanand started teaching phonetics, all the symbols were actually same, except the length. All symbols were written the same manner. Now I think later phoneticians, after 2000, they modified and they have designed the symbols. And then now we have a distinctive symbol, except for E. E short and long are almost identical, right? Except for the two dots. Yeah, that's also interesting. Thank you, all of you. Gita, Geeta Amarda, Adira, Vaishna, Renu, Jo Mol, Anand, Kartika, Vishnupriya, Najat, all that. Yeah, your names are so difficult to read, I would say. Right, at times. Then question 30. Give an example of the word with as in example given, I think is heard, right? HEARD. Right. So you can give me another word with a sound. Of course, I have just used the symbol. This is not exactly, a little shorter. I just put a 3 and a colon for the convenience.
Yes.
You can give me, yeah.
Words are
I
coming
think
in.
here, I think many of you would go wrong because it is not the way you think it is pronounced. Yeah, church, not right. Bird is okay. Burn is okay. Third is okay. Curd is okay. Thirst, earth, earth is not okay. Hot is not okay. Beard is not okay. First is not okay. Earn is okay. Yeah. So what you do is all those who have written the answers, you just need to either Google it, Google the word you have typed. If you typed bird, you just Google it bird and then write phonetic symbol. It automatically comes in. Or you go to any good dictionary that is available online, or maybe the dictionary that you have downloaded under our insistence. You can just look at that and search for that, right? Then find out the answers. Find out yourself. When you learn a word, you should learn a word. Of course, Premanand has a wonderful way of actually putting this into a beautiful chart that he has made. And for your information, it is patented. You can't copy just like that. And Premanand has a number of patents, and one is for this infographics that he did during one of his major research project funded by UGC. So you either learn the words Dr. Premanand has used, or you find your own words, but make the word very simple. Don't go for a too long a word because it is easier to identify and also to underline that particular expression where it comes. If you are writing bird, underline IR, that sound. There exactly this particular sound comes. All right, we'll move to the next question. Then I'll be asking you questions. This is also examination pattern. Identify the final sound in the word C. Right? You need not answer me right now. I'll be asking you one question later. And also identify the initial sound. You should also understand what is this final sound, what is this initial sound. In examination, they may not give you an underlined version, but instead they will just ask you the final sound. So you have to identify what is the final sound and write that. Initial sound is the first sound. Medial meaning that comes in the middle. Normally, if you get a question on a medial sound, there should be only one initial and one final. And the middle part will be the medial sound. So you have this kind of a question available. And now answer the question number 34 for me. Give an example of the sound A used medial, not initially, not finally.
Question number 34.
Yeah, 31, 32, 33. I think I don't ask you because that seems to be at times difficult to represent. Yeah, pet, the Diana, right? Pet. Any other example coming in? Yeah, kept, set, Kavita, Fatima, Kartika. I go on mispronouncing. Yeah, set, bed, pet, bed, pet. Nandana, Chandran, and all answered the question number 31.
Yeah.
Bed, get, bed, wet. Yeah, all that is fine. So you understand the nature of the question. That is my point. When a question is asked, you need to understand what the question is. So I think this way around, it is easy for you to understand what it is. And now you see exactly what is there in the question. You understand the question clearly, right? Yeah, set, bed, let, set, all that is right. Now, question number 35, the last question. This again is a question which make you to think and write. Illustrate the use of you. Don't worry about the first word, illustrate. It just means that put it into writing. The use of oo sound, oolong, oo sound, used initially, medially, and finally. You have to give three examples. The first example where oo comes initially, second example where oo comes medially, and the third example, oo that comes finally. I think finally it is easy. Medially also partly easy. You may have to search for a word that comes initially. Yeah, Geet, Geet Amrita has written one example.
But you'll have to tell them,
Comes,
you'll have to say
yeah,
a word.
Abhishek also one example that comes medially.
Yeah.
That's right. Examples are right.
Rajiv has got it, I think.
Yeah, Rajiv has written one that comes initially.
I think Fatima is perfect.
Hmm.
Uber, soup, and new.
Yeah.
Diana, Ugamas. What is Ugamas? Even I have not heard that word.
Hmm. Diana, Ugamas. I mean, I'm not very familiar with the word.
Sorry, Diana. It's Ugamas. It's Ugamas.
Yeah.
That's wrong. It's O. Thanks anyway for that new word. I really did not know it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a denoting reproduction of the union of mobile male and immobile female gametes.
Yeah. Ansela, your tool is not right for the initial. Yeah. Kartika also good attempt. June and food. Okay. But not brew. Brew is okay. Sure for the final. Moon is okay, right? In medial. O, yeah, that's also accepted. O is actually not an accepted sound, but still, for example purpose, it's okay. Shoot, etc. Fine. Yeah, initial sound. I can give you one example. This is you should learn all these examples where these sounds come initially, medially, and finally. Now, one example can be ooze, O-O-Z-E, oozing out, right? Ooze, booze, all that people usually provide. Yeah, fine. Thank you. It's a good attempt, all of you. Now we move to the paragraph question. Of course, paragraph questions we'll be discussing only at the end of the module. And from today's session, you have just one paragraph question, vowel sounds in English, which is a very important question. And there is every possibility that you get this as a paragraph question this year. Right? All these three questions are equally relevant, competent to be asked. So from this presentation, we have only one paragraph question, vowel sounds in English. And we will be discussing how to answer paragraph questions at the end of this module. Once the module is complete, we will be illustrating writing mechanism or writing techniques rather by taking one or two questions as samples. By that time, you don't worry about the paragraph question. You sleep comfortably. We'll take the headache of writing answers to paragraphs and essays later. Yeah. Now it is time for you to leave comments on uh, the class and maybe uh, also to share likes and dislikes. Those who share dislike with us are free to comment on the improvement as well. You're welcome. Now over to you, Prem.
So just we just got one more minute, and so before you leave, please give us a like or a dislike. And if it's a dislike, please tell us why I mean what else we should do to improve this. And also after this, not in your chat, we would love to have your comments in the comment box. So we are closing now, and have a great time. Have a great Christmas, and also a vacation. And we will be coming back. We will be coming back most probably on 29th. Is it, Prashant, or is it
next
working day? Is
Tuesday?
It? Yeah, Tuesday. So that will be 29th, because next would be the vacation time.
Yeah.
So
have a very good vacation, hopefully.
Yeah. And see you on 29th.
Yeah, there will not be any class on Thursday.
Yeah, this Thursday there will be no class.
Eve of Christmas. So wish you all a very happy and Merry Christmas.
And we will wish you New Year after. And of course, Race with Words we will be giving you Edukum. Kartika, Race with Words we will be taking, but not this week.
Not this Thursday.
Yeah, next Thursday onwards we will be starting that.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And it's exactly 9:30. So good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.